doo wep, shalang shaboom, zing zing, azoo ayuli aja. Wap zap, boggily, bingly, boppity, bongo, splat, sploosh, shabam, whack. Rickety, bibbity, blap, flipper, flapper, clap, drippy, dropper, blipper, blapper, bursting, really, swirl, to do da.
Like a Schizo, we doing flip, flip, cha-cha in the sky. Like a Bob 50 baseline, riding woolly jelly tornadoes as they fly. Like a splat, sploosh, jelly bean bins, blasting moonbeams when I try. Like a giddy, raggedy, rocket, the hidden stratosphere, shy booms on the high. Keep your zinger steady. Like a liberty glabble, robot waltzing, wiggle waggle on the floor. Like a whoop zone from the cloud, juggling bongo, flattening at the door. Like a wibbly bibby, bubble hopping, zigzag, zamboni in a roar.
Like a snake, snack, snare, drum, zing, zing, zip it to the core.
Keep your zinger steady.
Like a be droppy, raindrop, riding rum on coasters through the night. Like a bop, zam, boom, heartbeat, punching holes in all the quiet.
When the world goes blabber, keep your zinger steady. If it's flat, bam, whack, get back with the shaboom ready. Ride the zoom, zang, wave, let the buggly bobs fade.
Cause a wiggle, waggle move stays a flop, fluke day.
So good was that one, that was it.
Don't let a globally gloop second break your zippity climb. Keep rhythm through the sploosh blast. Stay sharp in the time of dizzy dazzle detour. Still hits the wham bam goal. And if the path of goes zoing zoing, carve your own control. Keep it steady. Keep it steady.
Bippy doo wop, shalang shaboom, zing zing as away oodly aja.
Wap zap, boggily, bingly, boppity, bongo, splat, flooch, bam, whack, hickety, blibbity, blap, flipper, flapper, clap, drippy, dropper, blibber, blobber, zing, zing, whirl it, twirl, do, da, da, come on, closing, so.
Zinger steady.
Like a zinger's away comet doing flipper, flapper, cha-cha in the sky. Like a bobbity bitty baseline riding whirly curly tornadoes as they fly. Like a splat blue jelly bean cannon blasting moonbeams when I try. Like a rickety rackety rocket hitting stratosphere shabooms on the high.
Keep your zinger steady. Keep your zinger steady.
Like a glibbity glabble robot waltzing wiggle waggle on the floor. Like a whoop zoink thundercloud juggling bongo blackening at the door. Like a wibbly bibby bubble hopping zigzag zamboni in a roar. Like a snake snare drum zing zing zipping through the core.
Keep your zinger steady. Keep your zinger steady.
Like a drippy, droppy raindrop, riding around my limb coasters through the night. Like a Bob Zam boom, heartbeat punching holes in all the quiet. When the world goes blibber blabber,
Keep your zinger steady.
if you get that splat bam whack, hit back with a shaboom ready. Ride a zoom zang wave, let the buggly bobs fade. Cause a wiggle waggle move stays a flop through day.
Zoing, zoing, wisdom.
Don't let a globally gloop second break your zippity climb. Keep rhythm through the splooch, boss, stay sharp in the time. Dizzy dazzle detour still hits the wham bam go. Whoa. And if the path goes oink zoink, carve your own
I'm a flipper flap jammer. Whirly turly whirlwind with the wiggle wag hammer. Bogle bing brain bang splash plus panorama. Thundercloud juggle zip bongo blap glamour. Rumble rose of the drip drop scatter. Zippity zap ladder I climb. None better. Boppity boom heart smack quiet shatter. Zoink zoink path I zigzag faster. Splash splash storm but my singer stays tight. Blip blip bob light in the wiggle wag night. Flipper flapper cosmos in the techno fight. And I still shot boom back with the cosmic right.
Keep your zinger steady.
Take the universe open. Cha-cha comets, leave the sky smoking.
Pop bippity hot lines, pulse in the dark. Singer steady glowing like a neon spark.
Splitch, splat, let the chaos roam. Every zoink zoink detour still leads you home.
Zinger steady.
Globally good second break your zippity climb.
Get a rhythm through the sploosh splash, they sharpen the time.
Dizzy dazzle detour, still it's a wham bam go.
And if the path goes oink, so carve your own control.
Zingers away forever.
Through the void.
Rumble and roller coaster. heart smack quite shatter. Zone swing path, I zigzag faster. Spoof blast storms, but my zinger stays tight. Billy Bob light in the wiggle wag night. Flip pepper cosmos in a techno fight, and I still shout boom back over the comms. Right, keep your zinger steady. Kick the universe. Kick the universe. Kick the universe. World, take the universe open. Chart, comets, leave the sky smoking. I'll be Betty Hart.
Lines closing the door. Zinger steady glowing like a neon spark. Stop.
Let the chaos roll. Every zoink, zoink, detour still leads you home.
Keep your zinger steady.
When the world goes blah blah blah, keep your zinger steady. If it hits you, slap and whack, fire your boom when ready. Ride to the zoom zang wave, with the wiggly box melt away. So we go wag a bubble move, stop, a flop, floop, day. Zinger star. Zinger star. Zinger star. Step it up, let ya boom on the drop, drop, When the world goes blibber blabber, keep your zinger steady. If you get that splat bang whack, it back with a shaboom ready. Ride the zooms and wave, let the modulate box fade. Cause we go whack a move, safe legs. A flop, bloop, day. Don't let a globally gloop second break your zippity climb. Keep rhythm through the splooch spot, stay sharp in the time. A dizzy dazzle detour still hits the wham bam goal. And if the path goes zoink zoink of your own control.
Zingers away forever. Cha cha through the void. Ramela, a roller coaster.
Wop da bum, kramna room flap flap blum, kramna roller rip brim bram flip, kramna flim flum tick tock snip, kramna rum, kramna bum, rum, wap wap wap, kramna bum bum shabadoo. Pop, flip, frab, drop, kramna glomma glide, dribble, drabble, plop, kramna spark, boom, boom, dark, kramna flassa whip, blee, blah, shark, kramna, grimna, kramna, drop, flimma, blambala, kramna, tap, blambala, squirt, kramna, kramna, muska, kramna, ganna, tukka, dimma, kramna, dita, kramna, whip, kramna, from fabric.
come to do.
Self-employed, got a PhD in nonsense talk. I'm the king of the aimless flock. Woo! Whatever I say is tight, doesn't matter if it's wrong or right. I'm brain dead, but here I stand, a loudspeaker with no real plan. The sky ain't blue, then agree just to confuse you. My mind's a maze with no escape, but hey, I've got amazing taste. Whatever I say is tight, I shine loud in the dimmest light. I'm brain dead, but I'm still your guy, floating high on a helium light. My volunteer.
traffic flows. No more shadows on the wall, standing up so strong and tall. Every face a friendly smile, gonna stay here for a while. Oh, it's so good, everything just understood. Your everything is great. This is my perfect happy state. I
You are the river and I am a stream. You don't know what I mean, and I don't know where you've been. But I don't care. Just another balancing beam between a nightmare and a dream. Out on the streets with the fiend, or in the locker room with the team. Don't care. If I ever were to be mean, I probably wouldn't just leave the scene. It don't matter the side of the scene, 'cause no matter which side the grass is still green, so I don't care. Sway If it was our last living day, would you come home or would you run away? The atmosphere is here to stay, and we are all trapped in it as we decay. Why do another murder of today? Actually meaning a different life. So many people equal so much pain. So inject the killer in your veins. Another murder happened today. Actually, many different ways. So many people eat hopeless food. So check the killer in your veins. So many situations leave you insane. So many people have no brain. One and the same. We're gonna hate this game. 'Cause I I'm always
Fly far from fairyland and find the fairy fro. Free the world from the clutches of the gold balloons. On my way, I see the froggy grasshopper foe. He says he'll end the world if I leave it alone. I know he could destroy the world. I do not think he'd dare to lie, but suddenly my body twirled, hurled into space, and I don't know why. I saw the clouds and rainbows blow as I drifted far below to see the world begin its demise. I knew I must find the fairy fro, the water with the bloody dead. The trees fell down in rows. The water red with the bloody dead. The trees fell down in rows, but still I lifted up my head. A silent pledge that the story grows. My eyes were blazed with solar light, shimmering rays from the burning sun. flustered pace, then walk through time toward my hometown. A streak of fire across the maze. But your new ending, final return and battle. But waiting there upon the stone, the froggy grasshopper foe had grown. A titan now with emerald eyes, croaking thunder through the skies. He saw the fro within my grasp, let out a hiss, a wicked gasp. You brought it back, your doom, not mine. The world will fall by my design. But I stood firm and raised the fro. Its roots began to twist and glow. A burst of light, a blinding beam cracked open fate like a broken dream. The grasshopper reeled, its power drained. The glones fell back, their kingdom strained. I hurled the flask, one final throw. It struck his crown with a cosmic blow. The fro took flight, the air turned gold. The spell unwound, the lies he told. The foe dissolved in a shimmered gleam. His croaks fading into a distant scream. And fairyland breathed life once more. The trees stood tall, the skies restored. With fro in hand, my journey done, I walk back home beneath the sun and whispered so would know. Never again shall the grasshopper grow.
a ghost. Big bad hits in a prey of roast. Squawk to pop from a quantum drum.
Scatter the syllables, here they come. Gonna do bad, gonna dig, dig, gonna dig, 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 gonna do bad, gonna do bad, gonna do bad. Ooh, I'm gonna do bad, gonna do bad. We don't feel it, we are repeatedly not only.
Deck like a dooba, but a tick tock. Zing a lang a zapper when the cymbals smack. Flip flop, drip, pop a glitch, drop heavy. Baseline molten, wobble star ready.
We was in zap, scoodly scrang. Rattle bang bang when the metal strings clang. Scoora booyah, flippity fling.
Break them swing when the horn lines sing.
Drill up at the bathtub, then I got a riot. Syllables slice it, I went and deny it. Clack, 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 backtrack groove. Sound waves bend when the quark's on my.
Dibbity bow.
Crush it, loop it. Bass rumble the floor, can't mute it. It blows spirals with the elbow scream.
Dubcore mutant in a lick swing dreams.
Ding dang boom. Kick drum cannonball clears the room. Scat rap static in a cyclone spin. Do the pop drop can. Squab squab doop doop. Bibbidi bow. Merc here I am. Zing zang zip line vocals ignite. Break step breath with a dubcore bite. I try to live in my own world where everything is superfluous, and I try to think about what I'm doing, but hope that what I'm doing isn't thinking about me. Trying to keep me in sync with every little happening. By my omnipresent aura reaching across many planes, all the way down to the astral projection level where I haven't even been. But someday I'll find that I've been seen by astral beings before. I try to live it in my own world where everything is superfluous, and someday I'll find that I've been seen by astral beings before. I even gave my inner worldly wings that brings new sides to the brain perceptors, but they're not visuals, they're just sensual things that I can feel and be. And they reflected in my speech and action as they activate new parts of my psyche and allow me to manifest objects and subjections, seconds, minutes, hands, allow me to dance, 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 dance. Let it intertwine throughout the movements every day. Even though we're falling in all the hate, it's still a form of art and science. Like chemistry is one big train wreck of molecules, and I'm one big train wreck of knowledgeable minds, all combined into one interweaving tapestry to be undone by the light of the new century sun that follows lunar patterns. Scattered fragments of dismantled time just finding game rips into new dimensions that shift your scope, pinpoint the place in space.
That was poked with a pen to have a black hole begin. It's a cycle of death that it brings life to our world by allowing spirits to travel through it. And will remain who they are on the instant of rebirth.
I drift into the quiet zone where excess falls away, and I examine the ripple of my being, not the noise that says me. Omni-aura stretching past the known scree planes, down into the astral corridor of not yet walked. Maybe I've been mirrored there, seen by watchers of light.
Align with the silent hum of all that is. I wear my interwings of strong flight, new senses waking in the dust. I feel the sway of unseen winds, they shape the dance of my limbs. They echo in the speech I form, the action I become. In the shifting lattice of minds and matter, skittle that becomes a form of art. And though we tumble in the hay of hours, it still pulses like a train wreck of stars. I am many minds stitched together, torn and sewn by luminous dawn. Fragments of time ships scatter into rifts where dimension leaks its ink. Scope sharpened by a pin poke in space, a black hole's inhalation begins. And within that cycle of death arises the quiet who still remain themselves at rebirth. Strapped to the cosmos whispers, we are the mote, the witness, the wave. We bound not in illusion, but in awe of what truly is and what might become. I feel the sway of unseen winds, they shape the dance of my limbs. They echo in the speech I form, the action I become. In the shifting lattice of mind and matter, skittle that becomes a form of art. And though we tumble in the hay of hours, it still pulses like a train wreck of stars. Nothing that is nothing but light. But light is something that brings unrest to the night. Darkness that dims our path, alright, as long as the firm fire burns bright. I will continue to smile. These uneducated, educated, understated, self-rated, doubtful thoughts.
When you speak, don't kinda. You must find a way to express that day when you couldn't really see through the haze, leaving you feeling dazed. You thought it was a maze, raise some concern. And with friends, don't try to blend in just because we afraid the brightness of your fire might burn them. It burns good. We are made of wood, but what would burn is shame and goes by a flame of truth. Bringing our youth into the vocal booth so we can soothe their nerves by letting them experience the verbs that reverberate of every single template in the temple of color, in the temple of a mother's newborn kingdom for their child, letting them escape into the wild, knowing they can always come back to a warm, unconditional smile. Let them out the way, all the shit that eats away at their ethereal skin. All these things, these sins, under nothing more than shame, drips a hierarchy, hope to win people over with. On the beaches of Dover, I sit beneath the cliffs, listening to my own guitar riffs, playing themselves as the sand shifts with the tide of misery and the faith, hope and disgrace. Life and death taste very similar in eternity. If they were so different, then where would we be? Somewhere else, but we are always free, whether within or without our bodies. We can see these electromagnetic currents as torrents of reassurance.
Scrub up the horizon blurs beneath the electric dawn. We trace the outlines of tomorrow while shadows yawn. Wires hum and thoughts collide in silent circuits breath. We stand on the cusp between our soul and metal death. Levitating in the hum of artificial mind waves, searching for the next word that dials the shift of days. We ride one moon cycle further into time's endless void. Travel epochs before flesh unravels the machine employs. We once united as one earth people, one body, one faith. Then greed crept in materials hoarded souls today. Duality cracked the mirror. We live in pawn shop of self. Ego evaporates where the algorithm claims its shell. When the code speaks louder than our trembling voice, when our jobs dissolve and our choices fade to noise. Flux, expert university. Skitter through circuits, we merge or we divide. At the edge of the algorithm, we live, we fight, we hide. In the jungle wilderness of data fields we roam, drawing images on 3D walls while the machine builds a home. The future's not for the less fortunate, it's for the wired elite. Hate or love, I crave outside spark, but the system grieves. We spend hours studying nothing, our vocabulary bleeds, tongues tied in fear of being frank. The machine reads our needs, jobs once ours, now glimpsed by steel partners. Human roles exposed. We're all caught in the loop while sensors track the path we chose. Dubstep, we surf the crash of synthetic dawn. The power grid groans under gender code birthed and spawned. Wikipedia, the overlord watches, silent keys tap our fates. We fight to keep our meaning while circuitry dominates. When the code speaks louder than our trembling voice, when our jobs dissolve and our choices fade to noise, scattered through circuits we merge, all we divide. At the edge of the algorithm, we live, we fight, we hide. What you created for my heart shook the core of my mind too. Use what's inside, ride the wave, rebuild what we slew. Earth still breathes beneath the steel. We're all in this together. But at the edge of the algorithm, our souls face forever. These are but two icons on one chest. Carl Sagan and Donald Trump in matching threads. A cosmic jest weighs out to billions and billions printed on a tee. You stroll into the crowd, they spot you. You got the same as me. In the aisle of absurdity, the racks aren't calm. You scan the prints, one screams, my brother got it for me, charm alarm. Carl wearing the shirt, billions and billions echo in space. Trump wearing the shirt, billions becomes a sales race. Do you dodge the elbows for size L or XL? The shirt becomes a brand, a shout of identity in retail hell. They fight for the print like it holds some truth or sight. You shrug, pick your size, walk away, peace in your mind. Brother shirts, Carl Sagan and Donald Trump in one frame. Why are Carl Sagan and Trump shirt brothers echo together? Flip flap, two men, one shirt, the crowd can't decide. They fight, they south, they own the meme, who wears it with pride. So now that it for me and the line exploded. You step through the chaos, the fight eroded. The shirt's just cotton, but the meaning swells like a tide. Carla scientist, Trump the spectacles collide. Disease out by you, try to find your own voice in the fabric's roar. You pick the brain, you like you're not stepping into their roar. You leave the bags, leave the battle, leave the flash sale fight, and you wear the shirt for you, not for the clash in the night. I have a booking of an America when clutching our crystals and nervously consulting our horoscopes, unable to distinguish between what feels good and what's true. Slide into superstition and darkness. The words still haunting cotton prints. The sleeves roll up. You ask, are we wearing the future or imprinting hints? Brother shirts, Carl Sagan and Donald Trump in one frame. Why are Carl Sagan and Trump shirt brothers echoes in the game? Flip flap, two men, one shirt, the crowd can't decide. They fight, they sold, they own the meme, who wears it with pride. Space out while you walk out of the store, unshaken by the brand. You carry your own print, your own voice bag in hand. Bodies of the shirt's gone, but the image stays. Brother shirts remind us, threads don't always blaze the ways. the credits roll before you left the park. Laddie screamed, the winner takes all, but the players didn't know. In the lobby of Joyce Alive, he became part of the show. You wake to find your quest log says owned, now play the ground. They burn your cloud, rip it out, and change in the cloud. Now the share button sold the world, Cobra Thunder loud. Say that goodbye, the needless wheels, make you with fun, your distance fly, yes, they fly, yes, your freedom says a goodbye. Player one, bought out, can you feel the controller slip? Press start, a new game, but they always change the sword. Beat us up, sold your kingdom for a golden gate. In the castle of Zahid, you were betrayed. They buy your map of worlds, they tag your favorite spawn, they turned your power-ups into assets till the night turned on. Plaza Dubai, the headlines roar, the record highest buyout ever known. You used to dream in pixels, now your dreams are not your own. Investopedia. Will they keep your stories alive or patch you out like that? Oh, comes a distant song of futures once untold. Zippities, how do you put your heads and still fighting the fade? But the scoreboard shows you pause the player and the chase. Skittle-dooski when the logos will place the flags we flew. When the victory cries fade out under the investor view. Laddie buzz up, your avatar glows in someone else's hand. In this takeover of worlds, did you still make a stand? Player one, but out, can you feel the controller slip? Press start on a new game, but the UI changed the script. Beatles up, sold your kingdom for a golden gate. In the castle of profit, the gamers just wait. Rock to it, giant. Player one, bought out, can you feel the controller slip? Press start, a new game, but the UI changed the script. Beatles up, sold your kingdom for a golden gate. In the castle of profit. Schizo by your headset shuts down, the lobby reels in light. You leave the room, your avatar still fights into the night. Laddie's uptown, maybe one day you press restart and reclaim.
A penguin in a parachute, black by the moon. Jelly bean bananas raining down from a cartoon.
Parachute penguin, cheese clouds high, mollusky cat, equal ships fly, jelly beans stormed and people really loud. Penguin, wait, it's got the end for